Well, here it is, an election day like no other. In the middle of a pandemic, keeping voters safe and your vote secure have been top priorities for state and county officials all throughout Arizona. And tonight we're getting a glimpse into the many challenges election officials are facing right now, not just for this primary, but also as we head into November. ABC 15's Sonu Wasu goes one-on-one with Secretary of State Katie Hobbs to talk more about these challenges.
My office has been focused on election security since day one. We're in constant contact with federal agencies that are involved in election security here in Arizona, the state officials.
A federal threat liaison officer stationed right inside their building. Arizona Secretary of State Katie Hobbs says they are prepared for anything that might happen.
One of the challenges has been with securing polling locations because a lot of public buildings have closed. A lot of organizations like churches that normally hold polling places don't necessarily want all these people in and out of their buildings.
In July, Governor Doug Ducey signed an executive order to help state officials run a smooth election.
The executive order freed up some state buildings to be utilized as polling places.
The second big challenge has been recruiting poll workers. Retirees who typically serve have been staying home because of the pandemic. The governor's executive order helps secure more poll workers for the upcoming November election by allowing state employees to do the job.
Having state employees being able to serve as poll workers will be very helpful.
Maricopa County is also seeing a big change this year with voting centers replacing typical assigned polling places. For the last 2 weeks, anyone has been able to go to any voting center of their choice to cast their votes. So we asked the Secretary of State,
what's your stance on voting centers, and do you think that's a good model for counties?
I think that the vote center model is where we're moving. So really voters can vote anywhere in their county. We have the technology to do that. And I think that that is a way to make voting much more accessible and less complicated for people.
Hobbs says voting center models not only cut down on the long lines people are used to seeing on election day, but also the number of provisional ballots that'll have to be cast because voters showed up at the wrong polling place. With voting centers, Hobbs says that will not happen. Sonu Wasu, ABC 15, Arizona.